Did you know there's a correct way to put on your new vest?
Hi, I'm Jacob of Climbing Sutra. This is my wife Kyla, and today we're going to show you the correct way to put on your new vest. The reason we're doing a tutorial on the way to put on your new vest is because when new customers get their vest, if you don't put it on correctly, you're going to have the puffy shoulders or the too tight waist or the puffy waist or the puffy legs. So if you do it correctly, if you measure yourself correctly after watching the video on how do you measure yourself correctly, then this should all go seamlessly. So let's start with the new vest. You'll notice the first thing on the box is do not use blade to open, because there are materials in here that could be cut with the blade. You could use a butter knife or anything not sharp. I tend to just go with the key. That works just as well. And you're definitely not going to cut the harness that way. It works just as well. I promise you it works just as well. And then here we go, your new vest. With your vest, you get our custom stuff sack bags. They're waterproof, just in case. You get what we call the oversized oversized leg pads. You get the buckle key, a fancy Climbing Sutra sticker, and your vest. Today I'll be putting on the nylon vest. It's our most popular vest. It is made of all nylon 6/6 material. It is custom made. Some of our materials are made only for us. Proprietary blends, if you will. American made, top of the line, every pick point, over 80 pick points on this vest alone. And they are all minimum breaking strength of over 4,000 pounds, 40-50 to be exact, is the minimum. Some of them, like the upper backs here, go up to 8,000-9,000 pounds. If you ever get that high, we're in serious trouble. But so yeah, we're going to be putting on the black nylon vest today. Okay, to start, when you're putting on your vest, you always want to start with putting on the legs first. Now, there is nothing classy or smooth about putting on a harness. There's nothing comfortable. Just to let you know, if you have a comfortable harness, you probably did something wrong. The legs, move it over the shoulders. Now, this is where it all can go good or go bad. You want to start with putting the waist. Do not tighten the waist. Just lace the waist. And I'll show you why here in a minute. A lot of people tend to tighten the waist right out the gate, especially with the more curvier customers, because if you tighten the waist first, then you won't be able to pull it down and you're going to have loose shoulders. So you always want to start by tightening the legs. Make sure all obstructions are out of the way of the leg straps. And then you're going to go into your sumo squat. And you pull it in the back, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, more deep. And then you pull it in the front. Make sure it's really tight and uncomfortable. And then you're going to go for the waist. And then we're going to move on to the waist. Make sure you tighten. You know, you go back and tighten here, there more as you go. And like I said, there's nothing flattering about a harness. It's going to show all the peaks and valleys. And then make sure you got that all tightened up, all tightened up, tightened up. Everything's good. Everything's out of the way. And then beautify it more. We put this elastic here to hold the straps. There we go. Now once you get it all tightened up, of course, the OCD in me, let me tell you the rest of the story until I finish this part. You want to make sure you can move. See, the shoulders are down, pulled all the way down. Arms, everything can move. Legs can move. You can kick, you can flex, you can do everything you need to do. That's when you know if it's right. If you're still loose in the shoulders, maybe you didn't tighten the legs enough. If you watch our video on how to measure yourself correctly before you order a vest, that really helps out on both sides of the ordering process. Now, it's very important, especially more for the curvier, that you do always tighten the legs first. Because if you tighten the waist and you have curves, like more of the women, when you go to tighten the legs afterwards, you're not going to be able to get them down over the curves. And then you're going to have the huge gap in the shoulders. So you have to make sure, key is to always tighten the legs before the waist. And then, as long as everything works, as long as you can still move around, then you got your vest, you're good to go. Lace it up, go out, get thrown. That's our video for today. Thank you. If you like this kind of content, let me know what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.